Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and a quick overview of the Stoeger XM1 Bullpup. I'd like to say thank you to the team at Cheshire Gun Room in Stockport where I purchased this today. Let's get straight to it. So first of all, I have had a look at this in the shop. I had a choice of a number of different ones I was looking at, to be fair. So I wanted to cherry pick the best one. This is the 177 version. First off the bat, I noticed it's very well packaged. So let's just open it and have a look. So I'm to understand that this is if you do get a scope kit, but I don't think in the UK they're doing the scope kit. I've watched other videos on YouTube where there have been scopes included, but you can put your scope in here if you did want to use the box to store your rifle. You can take your scope off and put it in here. I personally am going to use a rifle case or a slip. So straight off the bat, you can see it's really nicely packaged. Let's have a look at the instructions before we dive into the accessories and the rifle. You get some accuracy information. I'll just put to one side. The instructions are really nice. In colour, they contain an overview for the XM1 and XM Sport. And then on page 8, I think it is page 8 over here, we go straight into instruction or overview of the Bullpup in colour, which is really nice. Talking about the different accessories, talking about the safety, loading air, then we've got ammunition, and then maintenance and storage and service and repair. So you're pretty much done with all of it by page 16. So nice set of instructions over there. I'll just put them to one side. In terms of the rifle, one of the reasons why I got this is because A, it's budget bullpup. There you go. A budget bullpup which has got bling. So I really liked the visuals of this rifle, but at the same time I appreciate the fact that this has got an upgraded action compared to the first Stoeger XM1 in regards to it's a side lever action now. So they've completely redone the action compared to the essentially the bolt action on the longer rifle. And I love the fact that you can essentially customize this with the peripherals that they give you. So let's take a closer look at some of these peripherals. So first major peripheral on this rifle, which is already attached, is this front foregrip, which when you pick up the rifle and you hold it and shoulder it, it's really nice to hold. It makes it incredibly great to shoulder, and you can obviously, it's not got a scope on it, but you're completely envisaging having a scope with the weight, and the weight of it, to be fair, I haven't got the weight on me, but it's not that heavy for a bullpup. So I really like this. I also like the fact that you can take it off and you can put this on instead if you wish. So there you go. You can unscrew it just by taking some Allen keys to this, and there you go. So in addition to that, you've also got this, which is an additional grip. By simply undoing the Allen key at the bottom, you can add this one, which has got a slightly larger palm swell. It's really nicely stippled. So I might try this instead of the blue one, but the blue one does add to the look and feel to it, especially with the spacers. I'll come to the spacers in a minute. You also get some side-mounted Picatinis. You get 2 of them, and they sit here like this, so that you can put your toys on there, and also you can mount your magazine in here, which is really nice. I'm going to be mounting, oops, without it falling apart, this special Stoeger bipod. So I'm going to see how that looks and how that provides stability if I'm shooting from a bench, for example. Although, to be fair, this rifle would be fantastic if you're out hunting. Let's just talk about this as well. This is a cheek piece you get, which is a higher cheek piece than the one already there. You can take that one off, put this one there. Obviously, if you've got high mounts, which is nice. Let's just put that one back. There you go. Then let's have a look at, just before we have a look at the mags, in here, in the bag, you've got filler probe and a number of different O-rings. You've got Allen keys, and you've got something that resembles a tube which sits at the front of the rifle, I believe, as a replacement. I don't know what that is, to be fair. I have to maybe read the instructions a bit closer or do some inquiries if they're not detailed in the instructions as to what that is. And then you get 2 magazines. This is the 177 version, and the magazines are really, really nice because they're magnetic. So you simply slot them in and they're magnetized to the bottom, which is great. Nice attention to detail. The rifle, let's have a look at this now. So, just taking this out of the bag. As I mentioned, it's not heavy at all. It's really, really nice to shoulder. Let's start at the back and take a look at it. So starting from the back, you've got these spacers, which are additional. You can remove them. I don't think this rear butt piece can be moved up or down, to be fair, but these can be taken out by just taking off these 2 Allen keys over here. You've got some stippling under here, so you can essentially hold the rifle if you're doing sniper's fist. Over here is the breech where you add the magazine. Moving forward, oh, obviously you've got the cheek piece, as I mentioned earlier. Moving forward, you've got the grip, which is really nice stippled, and there's some nice stippling over here around your thumb area. The action, as I mentioned, is side lever, which again, it's got a really nice defined, easy open first stage, and then a nice spring to the, there you go. And then, to be fair, when you fire it, it's got a little bit of a bark, not too much, so definitely a moderator, silencer, whatever you want to call it, will definitely help. The trigger is nicely 2-staged. It's got a really nice defined first stage and then a really nice kind of clear second stage with the safety built in, which isn't loud actually for when you click through it, which is going to be interesting if you're using this for hunting. I'll just click it for you there. So it's not loud at all. Do it again. There you go. So that's good. Let's move forward over here. You've got this shrouded barrel, again with vents over here. I mentioned this over here in terms of attaching the Picatinis. You've got at the end of the shrouded barrel a thread protector, so you can take it off and put a moderator on the end of your choosing. And the filler port over here, well, the manometer over here is really nicely defined and visible from this angle, for example, just so you don't have to point the gun directly towards you. And to fill it, interestingly enough, you pull the end forward like that and fill it up like that from this side over here. The thing is, though, I noticed that there's a lot of grease there, so I might wipe off the excess residue when I clean the barrel. And then you've got the front Picatinny rail over here to mount your scope. Again, there's no MOA on there. And yeah, I think I'll put something compact yet powerful enough to be able to test this. But as I mentioned, I really love this grip. So when you're holding it and shouldering it, it does provide stability. Again, if you don't want that and you take off and put the replacement over here, there's some really nice stippling underneath the rifle over here too. But yeah, I think for the price that it is, I mean, it's a budget rifle. I think you get quite a lot of bang for your buck. And I'm going to be very interested in giving this a test in terms of its accuracy, in terms of chronoing it, and also perhaps testing it against some of my other bullpups. For example, against my Wildcat Mark III my Edgar Lalia and even against my Steyr Pro X Scout, just to see how it does. But from what I've read and seen from other reviews, for the price, this is doing incredibly well and people are raving about it. So I'm really looking forward to giving this a good old test, which I will follow up with some videos on the channel once I've been able to do so. So I hope you've liked this overview of the Stoeger XM1 Bullpup. If you have, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel because I'll be definitely following up with some more vids on this. But for now, take care and see you soon. Thank you very much.